Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors just lost their first game of the 2021-2022 NBA playoffs, be it against the third-seeded Sacramento Kings with a historical offense, but nonetheless, if you would have told me this a few weeks ago, I would have called you crazy. What is good, everybody? It's Ace Supreme, and I want to be talking about the Golden State's playoff run today. The Sacramento Kings are for real. In the playoffs, for the first time in 17 years, the host Kings won an absolute thriller of a Game 1, holding off the Golden State Warriors 126-123 in what looks like is going to be a hell of a series. De'Aaron Fox, who's basically a lock to win the first annual Clutch of the Player award, Jimmy Butler has just entered the chat, was fantastic in the fourth quarter again, finishing with 38 points, while Malik Monk, his sidekick, put up 34. These two guards are a deadly backcourt for any team to fear. They were just too fast for the Warriors in what was a relentless attack on the paint and the rim by Sacramento. Once Sacramento's threes start falling in the fourth, it was just too much for Golden State to try to defend everything. You might say Sacramento can't play this good again, but I'd warn you, if you haven't watched this team a lot, this wasn't some fluky performance. This was one of the best offenses in NBA history in action. Fox has been absolutely dominant this season, and he has a legitimate case for first team All-NBA. Domantas Sabonis, a potential top 5 MVP finisher, only posted 12 points on 5 for 17 shooting, while Kevon Looney and Draymond Green were incredible as interior defenders. However, keep in mind, Sabonis is not going to be held to 12 insufficient and inefficient points very often. If Monk and Fox don't repeat this performance, Sabonis is likely to pick up any major slack going forward in this series. Also, let's talk about Sacramento's defense. You can't tell it so much by the 123 points the Warriors scored. However, the Kings applied a lot of pressure on Steph Curry, who finished with 30, and Klay Thompson had 21. Golden State's ball handlers were crowded and chased, and Sacramento rotated to shooters all over the court. They battled hard. They're not going to turn into the bad boy Pistons anytime soon, but if ever there was a tough 123 points, that was it. Golden State had to work for that offense they put out. The Warriors played well, and there are encouraging signs moving forward, namely Andrew Wiggins, who also did manage to sell a go-ahead bucket 3 at the end of the game, which would have put the Warriors up. He was nothing short of incredible considering the context that he hasn't played in full 2 months. Wiggins finished with 17 points and what was a boost defensively and on the glass. His athleticism was sorely missed, coupled by the fact that he could not get that go-ahead bucket, shooting 1 for 8 from 3. However, the Warriors nonetheless looked very different with him and Gary Payton II out there defensively, paired with Draymond Green. With the way Sacramento was pressuring Curry and Thompson, Wiggins is going to find himself open for those threes. There were a few he should have put on the floor and drove, but he needs to find his shot from distance quickly because Sacramento is going to force him to make those moving forward. The Kings coach Mike Brown said, "What a game," to finish this walking down to the post-game podium, and what a game shall I say myself, and it's going to be a hell of a series going forward, so buckle up. Game 2 is set for Monday night in Sacramento. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like this content. I'm going to be covering the NBA playoffs till the end of the season and covering the off-season news. It's been your boy, Ace Supreme, and we out.